Good evening to all, and we are coming to an end of Indian International Conference on Air Quality Management, the last part of the conference of this year, valedictory, and our concluding session. Have request Professor Sharath Gokhale, the agenda of the valedictory function. Professor Sharath Gokhale will going to do the welcome address, and Professor Kamakoti will address maybe valedictory address, and then he will hand over some of the prize winners. We have conducted a few events like for school children's creative drawing, poster presentation, and essay writing. And in this conference, we also evaluated technical paper presentation, and there are prizes for all the 6 sections. So two or three best papers we have identified. We request the chief guest of today's function, Professor Kamakoti, to virtually hand over these prizes to them. And then finally, I will do the concluding remarks with a vote of thanks. Now over to Professor Sharath. Professor Kamakoti is Associate Dean in ICSR, and he is also Professor in Computer Science Engineering. Over to you, Sharath.
Okay, thank you, Professor Shiva. Very good evening to all of you. Chief guest, Dr. V.K. Kamakoti, Associate Dean, ICSR, IIT Madras, Professor Mukesh Khare, Professor Shiva Nagendra, Chairman, IIC AQM, Civil Engineering Department, IIT Madras, Chennai, associating partners, sponsors, participants, ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to all of you. So finally, we have come to the end of this conference. And this is the time to be very much thankful and to be inspired as well, because we are taking away so much, we learned so much in this conference, and we received a lot in this conference. So therefore, we are all thankful to all the speakers, participants. Personally, I'm very inspired by the several speakers, who delivered keynote addresses and also invited talks on the valuable and shared their valuable knowledge on the various, aspects of air quality management. Besides, there were several knowledge enhancing, activities, panel discussions, for example, presentations, technical presentations, also, video shows, and so on. In this conference, I think we have learned how to piece together, the various aspects, various elements of air quality, for better air quality management. At least we came to know in this conference that so many things exist, and that is what makes it, complicated and very, very challenging issue. But one thing is clear that, one particular individual, cannot touch upon so many things, and that is why such conferences are needed. We need to, come back again and again and discuss various issues that would, help us, to develop effective air quality management plan for improving air quality and saving human lives. I am personally very impressed by all the students also, who presented their papers, their works, with a lot of enthusiasm. And I must not forget to mention the excitement with which, the school children presented through videos, their concerns for the worsening air quality, in the country. I would also like to mention the sponsors like JNPT, Honeywell, Envirotech, Alphatech, TSI, Envitran, and so on for sharing their excellent, technical presentations through videos. All that basically gave this conference, a new dimension. I had not seen that sort of things, in any other conferences. I think also valuable new knowledge, has been shared, and that basically came from medical doctors. I mean, it is rare to see engineers and doctors, coming together and talking about the same issue, but I could see that in this conference, and that was, very, very interesting and exciting. In addition to all that, this conference also touched upon, several issues which are, not falling in the routine, but very, very, very essential, very important. They were like, we talked about, role of behavioral science, airborne transmission, of coronavirus, even resilient, healthy buildings, environmental change, smart management of air quality, governance, policies, and so on. Thus, I think with the coming together, of so many expertise, all concerning with the air quality and health, makes this conference very unique, and I think one of its kind in the country. And I personally feel proud, of being a part of this conference. So with this, I take this opportunity to thank each one of you. I hope this 3-day conference has helped all of us expand our mental horizon about, this complicated and challenging issue. Thank you very much, all of you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Professor Sharath. Now I'll request Professor Kamakoti to address. And Professor Kamakoti works in a very, new knowledge area, developed several technologies. The whole country is getting benefited, particularly the chip, which is very cost effective. And also he is a very supportive for our Sensure Air project, which he has designed, and the protocol and also the software inputs, which were we effectively using it for real-time air quality management. He is a very passionate, even for the music, and he helps many initiatives in terms of bringing new novel ideas and making the creative minds in the community. So I request Professor Kamakoti to address and then announce some of the prizes, and I'll also request after that Professor Kare also to address, and then some of the prizes you can also distribute, sir. Over to Professor Kamakoti.
Thanks a lot, Professor Shiva, for inviting me to this valedictory function. This is one of the most important activity that we see in the near future. Air quality management and control will become a sort of integrated part of any smart city. And what we are looking forward in this is a sort of a dashboard area-wise, where people can come out and say that the air quality here is good, bad, etc. With the rising pollutions, as such, we see a lot of things that are happening even at the India's capital, with the fog and the burning of stable, which actually comes and pollutes beyond something. And there were holidays, schools and offices were declared holidays because of air pollution. So this is the state of affairs that we are seeing today. Now, this conference, as I saw when Professor Shiva actually told me about this conference, I had an opportunity to go through the agenda. Unfortunately, I couldn't attend many or any of these lectures, but the agenda was very interesting. First and foremost, one talk that was very thought-provoking was the carbon neutrality versus air quality management. There was a keynote which was addressing the balance between these two. And the second thing, which is about the EV policy and air quality management. Are we polluting at some part of a power generation area where, like your thermal power station, to actually generate electricity which will charge and the electric vehicles? So how much of quality, air quality management is actually possible if you put an full a global view? So the generation of electricity, will it cause an air quality issue? So there are some sort of balance to be arrived at even in the EV policy. And I think there was a very interesting talk. Another talk that just caught my eye was a top-down approach to air quality management, wherein certain processes were discussed. So what is important today with any smart city initiative where air quality management will be integral part of this, because pollution is becoming high, are these three aspects. Number one is the policy. The second one, what we call as the process by which this could be integrated. And the third one is to study the effectiveness and the implementation of these policies to see that air quality is maintained at such certain reasonable level. One of the very interesting project, thanks to Shiva, that I got involved was to actually make a grid of these sensors, which can basically sense the air quality, and we make this dashboard, and we could also have certain warnings when certain thresholds are not met. We also have one on top of our ICSR building, which has been working successfully for quite some time now. The other important thing today is airborne diseases, and will this the next sort of, if at all we land with an unfortunate scenario of a bio war. Nobody knows how COVID has spread so far, but if we get into an unfortunate thing like a bio war, is there certain sensors that we can put at different places where we use whatever techniques, certain they say some spectroscopic techniques can be used. I really don't know about the sensor field, but can we have a grid, a smart grid that can basically come and find out that there is something wrong with this air here? For example, if such a sensor grid was available, then probably the Bhopal gas tragedy could have been avoided. So is there something like that that we can deploy across the country? Can we make such type of grids? And can we come out with something which can also not just look at the carbon emissions that come out of vehicles, but also can go and detect certain new phenomena that is happening, and thereby give warnings about airborne diseases or airborne attacks that could happen in an unfortunate event of a bio war. So this is something which is very, very important and very interesting. And I think that could be one next step that we can take to look at this. Nevertheless, the infrastructure, there's a lot of electronics that is part of the entire deployment. There is a lot of position-based services. Another very important intervention that we need to get into, specifically when we look at these type of air quality monitoring, is the use of certain Indian technologies, including the NAVIC. In the unfortunate event of GPS or GLONASS, other things shutting down or not made available to India for whatever reason, we need to rely upon our indigenous technologies. So a NAVIC-based air quality management grid, which can give us the position, is also very important, because now these type of air quality sensors can also be made mobile. It can be fit on auto rickshaws, or it can be fit on in buses, and one can drive through, and the quality at different parts can be actually sensed out. And we also need, as a part, many projects across the country, we need maps. We need 3D maps, and that is also a big need. And probably these efforts that we take there are certain converging points across. One, you are talking about air quality. There are people who talk about water distribution, people who talk about electricity distribution, people who talk about smart meters. So there are multiple things that come up. People who talk about garbage collection, people who talk about septic tank, sewerage management. Everywhere there is going to be what we call as the a position-based service that should be put on a map. And again, today we have some maps, but that nothing like a Google map, right? So we are dependent upon Google for these maps and position services. And one very important thing that we also should look at this point is that all these efforts should also help in building a map for India, because everybody is going to different places. So when we deploy a air quality sensor somewhere, we can also take a picture and upload into the map, so that that picture becomes a location thing. When somebody would like to come to that lat long, they will start seeing this pictures, and all these pictures can be stitched together. So all these projects, one bigger national agenda could be to get a very interesting 3D map of the country, which could be used by many, and it should become, in my opinion, should become an open source, which could be used by many to give these type of position-based services. So these are my initial thoughts. And of course, all these air quality things will have an electronics inside it. It will have a microprocessor. We should also have an indigenous electronics there, because if there are other electronics which are taken as black boxes and we build them, there's also a chance that people can basically tamper with it. They can stop the transmission, and then, or they can go and give false alarms, just panicking the people. So these are some of the things which need to be addressed. And suppose suddenly I come and say that the air quality in your area is very bad, so it actually puts everybody inside, and that can be a potential denial of rights, right? So suddenly you go and it is almost like a strike that you can do, or a lockdown that you can do in a particular place. So we also need to look at the security of such grids, and their indigenous electronics will become very important. So the IIT Madras, we are doing the indigenous microprocessors, and where we have demonstrated many IoT items that could be done using the indigenous microprocessors. And that is one way we have to look at down the line. So these are all very important things when we actually go to operational reality, and when we want to deploy large scale networks that do this air quality management, and we need to leverage many of these projects to build many basic building blocks for the country. With these words, I again thank you very much, Professor Shiva, for giving this opportunity. Thank you, Professor Kare. I think we need to meet. I think the project now is 2 years and we have not even met once. I'll try to come to IIT Delhi and meet you sometime when I'm in Delhi. Thank you very much. And I hand over the podium to Professor Shiva. Thank you.
Sir, thank you very much for your inspirational and very innovative ideas that are very much needed for the country. And in particular, the way you have indicated, I'm also thinking about this. There is an unfortunate situation can arise. Then we need to get ready for such situation, because we have densely populated. So I mean, it is a very, very informative. Thank you very much, sir. Your kind words and very innovative ideas for our younger generation. Now I request Professor Kare, who is an also mentor for all of us, and to start this conference. In all these years, he is very supportive, and in every aspect is considering his wholehearted support to make this conference success. Now I request Professor Kare to say a few words or address this.
Thank you, Professor Shiva Nagendra, and hello to Professor Kamakoti. I still, fancy you. That we really miss you regarding when we talk of Sensor Air. And Shiva knows that when we talk Sensor Air, we always name you. And I'm happy to share that we are still working on that. Our industrial partner is making prototype, our group working very hard. including IIT Madras and IIT Delhi, and industry has given some money for that. So by end of this month, we will prepare 2 prototypes for the testing with the reference monitor. So that is the progress of sensor air. And the government of India is also looking very keenly on this sensor, for induction into the regular monitoring. So thank you, Shiva. And I would like just say a few words to the next gen. I think next gen who are sitting over here, the young minds, they should, it's their time is coming now. And they should think differently. They should think without any box. They should think innovatively in solving the problem of air quality indoor or whether it's outdoor. And as Professor Kamakoti has rightly said, they should try to work on these type of projects of making 3D maps, for their own area, for this taking some product in the institute and just say, make a 3D map of IIT Delhi campus or 3D map of IIT Madras campus, and what is the utility, where it is fixed, where are the sensors fixed, where the CAQMS fixed. So, that would give a lot of knowledge to the young minds and contribution to the society as well. I think it's very important point that we have to give. We have to think very carefully, and we have to guide our young generation to work on the air quality, because the future, the time which is coming is a very challenging. Not only particle PM 2.5, but now we have a challenge of virus. We have a challenge of bacteria, which are going to come 100%. I'm sure we are not going to get rid of these unseen, microbes, which are going to, give us a lot of threat to our health. So we have to have indigenous methodology, indigenous technique, indigenous, processes. As our Prime Minister also very rightly says, make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat. I think these are all dreams which can become true if our next generation start working on these problem. And I thank Shiva Nagendra, who does very hard work in organizing this, conference. And I see in future that is IICAQM will become like any American conference. Say for example, they have air quality management society over there. I hope that IICAQM will also come out with some sort of a society having international membership, which through this society, I think the conferences will be organized in future. And I also hope that a journal will be started very soon. We have to have very international type of journal, which is my future, my thoughts are something like that, which can be, implemented if our next generation cooperates and work and, without any without any self-interest. So that is what my appeal to the young generation who are attending this conference. So thank you very much, and I wish all the best to all of you. And now I hand over to Dr. Shiva for giving these prizes.
Thank you very much, Professor Khare, for your nice words. So I'll request Professor Kamakoti to virtually hand over some of the prizes, and maybe we'll display the prize details. Professor Kamakoti, just maybe you can just say, yeah, it has been handed over virtually. So we conducted. Go to the next slide. This is about the technical session. Maybe can you just go to the children's first, then after that we'll come back. Okay, so as a part of this conference, we organized, 3 competitions, once for creative drawing and essay writing, and 1 minute video and technical poster. So all these things, there was no competitions, participation was made. Can you go to the next slide? So we received about 156 participants. For category 1, we have kept up to 14 years. This is about creative drawing, and we received about 83 participation for that. And 1 minute video we kept for 15 to 18 years. So we received about 14 competition for that. And then for the essay writing, about 45, and technical poster presentation for this is for the college students. We received about 14 applications of competitions. Now the creative drawing, this topic what we give was indoor outdoor air pollution approach and outlook. Okay, go to that. So this is the prize, sir.
Yeah. Congratulations, Aisha Panda. It's excellent. I think she has depicted all possible things in a city, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
It's
all
beautiful.
possible things. It's very, very well drawn. Congratulations. And hope she does her PhD at IIT Delhi or IIT Madras in environmental engineering. Second prize, Akshaya Padmakrishnan from Alfonsa Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Tamil Nadu. Yeah, very well drawn, and I think captured many things here, right? So water, plastic avoiding, carbon footprint, I think how man should live. So it's a guidance to society. Shiva, probably in your lab, we can make a photo of this and keep.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
we can have a mural-like thing for this, I think. Congratulations, Ms. Akshaya Padmakrishnan. Third prize, Chinmaya Vidyalaya again, Divya Darshini. So she has gone with the bio, right? So more of the plants and how the plants play an active role in the carbon cycle, right? So I think that's her overall thing. Wonderful. So very nice. Congratulations, Ms. Divya.
We have 1 minute video. Okay, go to the next. This 1 minute video is on. Can you just go to previous slide? So air pollution effects on health and role of the community. That was the title we have given. So
okay.
So first
Guha
prize,
Krishnan. Yeah, Guha Krishnan from DAV Boys, Gopalapuram. Okay. You stay next doors to me. I stay near Gopalapuram. Congratulations. Is the video going to play?
We have some 1 minute video, so I thought.
Yeah, let's let it play.
As a lung surgeon, when I open the chest, I rarely see a normal pink lung these days.
Beautiful.
Very good. Be a
Very
part
good.
of the solution, not of the pollution.
The pollution.
Very interesting. Yeah.
There is a joint winner, sir, for the second.
Okay. Manavedan School, Kerala, and Pannivizha, Kerala. Okay. St. Thomas School. Jinsi Samuel and Suraj Mohan. Congratulations to both Jinsi and Suraj. We'll play the video.
I am Jinsi Rachel Samuel, NSS volunteer student from Vocational Higher Secondary School, Pathanamthitta. Air pollution affects on health and role of the community. Nowadays, every individual is facing problems caused by air pollution, occurs when gases, smoke, dust, odor get into the air and make it dirty. It's very harmful for humans, animals, and plants. There are two main types of air pollution: ambient air pollution and household air pollution. There are many causes for air pollution. Sometimes air gets polluted due to eruption of volcanoes, dust storms, and wildfires. It's too irritating. Smoke from factories, power plants, vehicles, chemicals, aeroplane fumes from spray cans, and methane gas from landfills causes air pollution. When humans burn fossil fuels, it releases a lot of gases into the air, causing air pollution. Effects of air pollution cause headache, dizziness, nasal irrigation, lung disease, and more. We can do reuse, reduce, recycle. They will be helpful to our nature.
Good.
Air pollution effects on health and role of the community. Air pollution is defined as the mixture of solid particles and gases in the air. Cause for air pollution: 1. Smoke from industries. 2. Smoke from vehicles. 3. Wildfire. 4. Smoke from construction and demolition sites. 5. Open burning of garbage waste. Effects of air pollution: respiratory infections, heart disease, lung cancer, gradual memory loss of children. Role of community in reducing air pollution: avoid the burning of garbage waste in open places, use electrical vehicles which are non-pollutant, minimize the use of fireworks, reduce industrial pollution.
Very good.
I am
Congratulations.
This is another one prize which we liked because she was trying to read from this thing. Can go to the other one which.
A healthy outside starts from good inside by Robert Urich. Good morning, Honorable Authority. Today I am here to share a topic about air pollution effect on health and role of the community. We are polluting our fresh air. Yes, it is a serious problem. Exposure to high level of air pollution can cause various health outcomes. It increases the risk of respiratory infection like heart disease, lung cancer, and so on. Once your lungs go black, never go back. So we must understand the concept of reduce, reuse, recycle. So obey, control, stop. Stopping pollution is the best solution. Yes, you are right today. I am glad to share about this topic. Some precautions saves millions of lives. Thank you.
So we thought to do the conservation.
Very nicely said, yes.
Yeah. If your lung goes black, then there is no way to go back.
Correct. Yeah, next.
Yeah.
Go to the next, Amit.
I am Ayana
healthy
Mohan, Vocational
outside
High
starts-
Secondary School, Ilamannur. I am talking about the air pollution effect on environmental and our health. Environmental pollution due to construction waste such as concrete waste, it we can solve such a waste crushed to make crushed sand that we can reuse as fine aggregate. Poor construction methods reduce the lifespan of huge buildings, so the buildings collapse that causes lot of environmental pollutions in water, air and earth. Due to air pollution cases so many diseases like asthma, allergy, cancer, lungs diseases, etc. Plastic waste combines chemical waste, firing of plastic waste, etc. are the cases of water and air pollutions that affect all animals, plants and small microorganisms. This we can easily solve to recycle these materials and reuse as good materials. Thank you for everybody.
So in the essay writing, we give a topic on perspective of air pollution during festive season. The winners.
Oh. First prize Chavi Singhvi, second Adya Bhagavati, and third prize Inshira Rizwan Khan, all from DAV Girls Senior Secondary School. I think Gopalpuram or I don't know which school. Very good, congratulations. It's completely a DAV show here. Okay, right. Category 4. Yeah.
Technical poster presentation.
Sure.
Topic we have given on air quality management. Go to the next.
Sure. Sri Krishna College of Technology, Mohammed Fazil and Sadiq Basha. Sri Krishna College of Technology, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu.
Next.
Very nice. Second prize is M. Shivapriya, again from Sri Krishna College of Technology, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. And Abu Tariq Alan Vadin, again from Sri Krishna College of Technology, Coimbatore. Very good. Congratulations, and do keep up this good work. And I think you people have an interest to start presenting things, and that communication skill is the most important part of any research curriculum that we want to build upon, right? So a research mentality that you want to build upon. So I hope all of you do well and do study more, right? So do research. Right, GATE exam, come to us, we'll guide you for MS, MTech, right? So these are the things. So just don't stop with an undergraduate study. It's very important that you start researching, and all new solutions will come once you have a research bent of mind, that you have taken this effort, however young you are, at a later stage to plan for a good research program. This is one comment I want to give. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. So now we will have technical paper presentation prizes. So I'll request maybe first 2 sessions you can announce, and rest of the 4 sessions maybe I'll request Professor Kare to announce.
Sure.
For technical session, first one on air quality measurements. Oops, go to the next.
First position from IIT Palakkad, Dr. Enju Elizabeth Pilar, and second position is DIM from IIT Madras. One is on real-time air quality at Indian Institute of Technology, Palakkad campus, and air quality characteristics at an urban hotspot near residential area in Chennai. Excellent, congratulations. Technical session 2, chemical characterization and gaseous pollutants measurements. First position is Neelam Baghel, Dayalbagh Educational Institute, Agra, on short-term variability on air quality, impact of volatile organic compounds during Diwali festival. And the second position, joint winners are Dr. Abhilash T from National Institute of Foundry and Forge Technology, Jharkhand, and Jitin Jose from Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore. The papers are analysis of the COVID-19 lockdown effect on the PM 2.5 concentrations in India, and health risk assessment of potentially toxic elements and their source contribution in urban street dust. Congratulations to all the winners.
Yeah, thank you, Professor Kamakoti. And I'll request Professor Kare to announce the technical session, remaining technical sessions. The third technical session is applications of modeling tools in air quality management.
Right, thank you, Professor Shiva. So first position goes to Ashwin Giri from IIT Madras, influence of the mobility data on urban air pollution. And the second position goes to Lakshmi Pradeep, IIT Madras, assessment of noise pollution from power loom industries in Tamil Nadu. Congratulations to Ashwin and Lakshmi both. Congratulations and best wishes.
Technical session 4 on health risk assessment.
Right, so health risk assessment, first position is Shaumik Mitra, IIT Madras, and that PM 2.5 attributable COPD hospital admissions and its monetary burden from a mining and thermal power plant-based industrial town in Tamil Nadu. So the first goes to Shaumik, and the second position is shared by 2 researchers, Dr. Shankar Mani, RM Institute of Community Medicine, Madras, and Prem Mohan, National Institute of Technology, Calicut. Congratulations, Dr. Shankar Mani and Prem Mohan. for your contribution for the research. Congratulations to both. Thank you.
Next. Technical session 5 on indoor air quality measurement, modeling and control. Next.
Okay, indoor air quality modeling, measurement and control. The first position goes to Amit Pasi from IIT Madras, and the second position goes to Sudhir Kumar Kupali from IIT Madras, both. And they have done tremendous work on the concentration and size distribution of culturable bacteria in underground metro station. And Sudhir has done measurement of IAQ during cooking in the rural kitchens. Congratulations to both, and keep it on.
Yeah, then we have one poster session. So now we'll display the poster session.
All right, the poster session, the first position goes to Aishwarya from IIT Bombay, who draw the poster describing the comparative analysis of different indoor particle control technologies. And second position goes to T. Aravind, C. Achyut Sai, A. Manoj Kumar, Bharati Dasnar Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Arakonam. Congratulations to all of you for winning this prize in the poster presentation.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Professor Kare. Now I have a last part to say concluding the conference. Can you just...
Thank you, Dr. Kamakoti and Dr. Khare for announcing the winners. Now I request Professor Shiva Nagendra, Chairman IAC-AQM, to present a memento to the Chief Guest, Dr. V.K. Kamakoti, Associate Dean, ICSR, IIT Madras.
We are presenting a virtual memento to you, and we'll hand over to our office.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And it's a wonderful gift. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Yes.
We'll also give a virtual memento to Professor Kare.
Thank you, Professor Shiva. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So on behalf of IAC-AQM, I just would like to conclude this session with some of the key observations and notes to all of you to go through. Can you just put the presentation? So we would like to thank everyone from the bottom of our heart, all the chairs of this IAC-AQM 2021, particularly Professor Kamakoti and Professor Kare. I know you were very busy, but irrespective of that, you have considered our request and provided an innovative and inspirational talks to the younger minds, and I'm sure that they will get benefited with that, and they will pursue higher studies and come out with an innovative solution in addressing the various problems of the country. Go to the next slide. The 6th Indian International Conference was held 16th to 18th, the last 3 days, and we also added a winter school on air quality monitoring, modeling, and health risk in indoor and outdoor environments. We made this first 2 days as a long lectures and then followed by this conference. So totally the winter school was for 5 days. In addition, we also kept today afternoon session was an workshop on indoor air quality management. And we got support from several associated institutes, apart from sponsors from the industry and publishing partners from Spengler. Next. So these are all the chairmen of the conference. My colleague, Professor Gokhale, head Department of Civil Engineering, IIT Guwahati. Professor Akula Venkatraman, University of California, Riverside. Richard Ball from the University of Bath, UK. And Professor Dr. U.V. Schlink from Leipzig, UWebsite, Helmholtz Center for Environmental Research. Next. And we have, in this conference, we have 15 talks for the workshop and 6 keynote address. The eminent speakers, Gurfan Beg, Professor Bell, Chandrasekhar, Mukesh Sharma, Mukesh Kare, and including we have 7 industry presentations, and in addition we also made one air quality management monthly lecture series as a part of the conference. Next. So these are all our invited speakers, various from the various countries, including our SIPA network partners. Next. Yeah, these are all invited speakers. Next. So we also have all the participants, like this conference success also depends on the good number of participation from across the country and also from the outside. We are thankful to the chairman, Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board. In fact, he is closely associating with IIT Madras in addressing various issues of environment. And he has given a very wonderful talk on that. And our Dean Global Engagement was also presented the various initiatives of the IIT Madras in engaging the networking with other institutes outside the country. Next. So these are all some glimpses of some panel discussion. We had 2 panel discussions, including today's one on indoor air quality, particularly COVID-19, whether it changes our lifestyle in the indoor environment. And yesterday we discussed about the WHO air quality standards. Next. So these are all some glimpses of photos which we have taken we thought we made it this as a kind of an hybrid where some of us were attended in the ICSR auditorium and rest of us were attending from the virtual mode. Next. These are all some photographs. Next. So we also thanks to Professor T.G. Sitaram, Director IIT Guwahati, for providing the inaugural address, delivering the inaugural address, and also felicitating the Air Quality Management Research Lifetime Achievement Award. So this conference would not be a success without the support from IIT Guwahati, University of California, Bath University, Helmholtz Center for Environmental Research, and the other institutions like IIT Delhi, IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Bombay, IIT Palakkad, and the city corporations like Chennai City Corporation, Madurai City Corporation, Tirchi City Corporation, Central Pollution Control Board, NEERI, Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board, and our Ministry of Earth Sciences. Next. We were kind to all the sponsors, very generous towards this conference. UKRE is one which supported significantly to organizing this conference. JNPT, Jawaharlal Nehru Port, Alpha Tech, Honeywell are the platinum sponsor for this conference. Sensure Air, Envitron were the gold sponsor, and Aerotech Instrumentation were the silver sponsor. And the conference, whatever the articles we have discussed or presented in the conference will be come out in the book chapter after following the review process in Springler. Next. So we also acknowledge all the eminent members of the Scientific Advisory Committee, organizing committee. We also are thankful to the various support provided by the department colleagues, staff members, and CEC, our Center for Continuing Education staff member, computers staff member, and Chennai Streams for videographing the entire process of this conference. We also thank to the research scholars from the IIT Madras, also from IIT Guwahati, who are helping us in organizing this conference. Particularly, I would like to thank all the research scholars in the Air Quality Research Lab for their hard work from last so many months, irrespective of this lockdown restrictions, and they are working continuously day and night. We also thanks to all the fellow participants. Without your participation, the conference will not be a success. We thanks to all, and I hope that all the lectures were very fruitful to you, and you will get benefited in your professional career. Next. So these are all our student coordinators from IIT Madras: Dheeraj, Nidhi, Suvarna, Hamid Pasi, Sudhir, Shruti, Gopika, Diya, Mamta, Ashwin, Lakshmi, Swaroop, Soumik, Saket, Yogesh, then Vignesh, Chaitra, Tejas, Sahana, Harish, Badrinath, Priyanka, Pratika, Chaitanya, then Karigowda. Next. So these are from Guwahati. Sharath, maybe you can just read their names. I'm not able to. Do you have? Will you able to see their names, Sharath?
Student coordinators from IIT Guwahati, Arga Kamal Guha, Arif Hussain, Dudul Das, Lavanya Chamoli, Nildeep Burman, Rajarsi Sharma, Rajneesh, Rashmi Devi, Samit Singh, Sanjay Adhikari, and Yash Tiwari.
Thank you, Sharath. So thank you all, and now we are looking forward the 7th Indian International Conference on Air Quality Management, IACQM 22. Again, we are going to planning in December. This will going to be, hope we'll be having in-presence conference in 2022. Hope everything goes fine. And we are proposing to organize as usual with IIT Guwahati and IIT Kharagpur, IIT Delhi, and with other international institutes, University of Riverside, University of California, Riverside, and AIT Bangkok, Australian National University, and University of Bath and Almouth Center for Environmental Research. So that's all from all of us, and thank you very much for all your kind support, and make this conference grand success, and we declare the conference is closed. So thank the chief guest and Professor Khare for your time. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, and all the best for the next conference.
So thanks, Professor Sharath. Yeah,
Thank you. Thanks all of you. Thank you very much from IIT Guwahati.
Thank you.